It's a little bit after 7 o'clock on Sunday, January the 19th, 2022 now. And it's about close-up time at the Friendship Flea Market out here in Friendship, Indiana. My booth here. Last year I did an interview with the sisters that have this booth next to me because they had just gotten this school bus. And when we talked to them last, they had just cut the seats out of it. So it's been a year and they've done a lot of new things to it. So I thought you guys might want a little follow-up update to that last one to see what all they've done to it. Yeah, they've been playing with Dashiell the whole time. This entrance is right there. We're just making food here, right there. We've got our water source, and Dashiell's been soaking up all the attention. He's like, I'm hearing my name and you're not petting me. What's going on? Isn't that right, buddy? Yeah. I put this over here for him to play with. Whee! All right, y'all ready to show it off? What you got in here?
Such as it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's
still a work in progress.
A work in progress. Okay, so who has been doing all the, the building? Is that you two have been doing it?
No, actually, my son-in-law and my daughter were doing all the building in here for us.
Okay, so it's built pretty solid. Solid 2x6s and 1/2-inch plywood put together with wood screws. It's definitely not your Jayco particle board fall apart kind of crap. Alright, so give us a little tour. What have you got?
Well, you can see the junk in here, but we made the cabinets. They put the cabinets up, and these are doors out of our old camper. And instead of hanging them so we have to lift them up, we hung them so that we can put them down, and then we can get into things easier.
Nice.
Might put something to hold them right there. The inside of this bus is going to end up being a kind of a Victorian style.
Right.
And so we're going to do probably some kind of wallpaper. I'm not sure what we're going to do exactly yet. We're probably going to add a few things and alter the beds a little so that things slide under easier.
So these they turn into beds, or?
Yeah, these are what we sleep on.
You just sleep on them, just long ways.
Yep.
And the blinds here, is that just magnets?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Put everything up with magnets to make
very
it
simple.
easily.
Oh, and then they're hooks
Right.
too,
And
so
also
you can hang
this
things.
one has a screen behind it,
Right.
so that you can.
Oh, you got shoppers out there.
Yeah, we do.
You got a few
Yeah,
stragglers.
I'm heading out. It's okay.
Now we hung this tapestry up to make kind of a partial wall for the bathroom here.
Okay.
And then Gail made this curtain, and it's all hanging with magnets, so it can be removed for driving.
Yeah.
And we put in a composting toilet.
Oh, now this I haven't even seen.
Yep, it's a composting toilet, and
Did they work really good?
yeah. Actually, we don't usually smell this in this heat this week. We kind of do.
It did get up in the 90s.
Yeah, it was 95. So
You plan on putting an AC in here eventually?
I don't know. We're talking about some window fans that we've found.
Oh, right.
That kind of we can suck the air out or bring air in. We're not either one big fans of air conditioning. We have a little cabinet space under there.
So how much was the composting? Do you remember?
It's about $1,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's not too bad.
It's not too bad, but if you know
it's
what
kind of a
it
specialized
is,
thing.
But if you know what it is and how it works, you think it's plastic. Mostly plastic.
It's just a big plastic tank, right?
Right.
You have to have like a peat moss or something you throw in there.
Yeah, there's a coconut coir, but you can use leaves or sawdust. But they say the coconut coir works better. It's like a compressed coconut fabric that you moisten.
Right.
And then when it's kind of fluffy, then you throw that in there.
And
There's
that reduces the smell a little better than
Right.
sawdust, you think?
Yeah, and plus it won't draw insects and things.
Uh-huh.
This pedal down here you turn that to stir it all up to keep it composted.
Right.
And then you have a door inside it. I won't show you inside door. Put a door inside for when you do number 2, and if you do number 1, then you leave it shut, and it all goes in the front in that bucket.
Now I want to put one in my camper. It would cut down on some of the walking I have
It's nice
to do.
to have. It also has one thing that helps. It has a hose with a tiny little fan in there that helps.
Oh,
vent
okay,
it
so
out.
it ventilates
You can
it.
vent it out. Yeah.
That helps with the smell a lot too, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got a 2-door refrigerator and freezer. So you've actually got enough room in there to put like a whole half gallon of ice cream. It's better than those mini fridges that have the little coil thing at the top that's supposed to be a freezer. It never works.
Always, even on those smaller ones, you can get them with 2 doors. That's what we had before, but you can see we've got plenty of food left over, and we've been here 10 days.
Yeah.
So, and there's plenty of food
feeding
left
me
over there too. So
and is this just like a baby proofing kind of lock?
Yeah,
I use one.
It keeps it shut when I'm
traveling. When you're driving.
Right,
and I have to tape up a microwave because it wants to pop open too.
I'm thinking about redoing something here, taking this out and maybe doing something a little different because we just have things stuffed in there like crock pots and so on.
Yeah.
But I think I want to make it a little bit lower, and when they let us take stuff out of the old house when Mom passed away, she had the countertops were this yellow with boomerangs all over them. I'm thinking about putting the corner piece in here. So that I can have a little piece of home with me.
Oh, yeah, a little sentimental, nice little countertop there.
It just had really tiny light colored boomerangs all in the yellow.
Right.
Like a Formica.
We've got some other little colorful decorations starting to go up here.
Yeah, excuse our mess because we're getting ready to go home. Of course, camping, it's always a mess anyway.
So before we go, do you have any like Instagram page or anything you'd want to plug?
I don't have anything like that right now.
You all are a little old school, don't have any of that?
Not yet. Someday down the road.
Your kitchen equipment is up there with magnets too. Measuring cups and hot mitts and strainer.
Magnets. I mean, magnets for everything. It's metal. Why not?
Yeah, exactly.
And we're going to end up installing a deadbolt on here so that when we lock it, it'll come up here so that nobody can open that door.
Right. Yeah.
Because the deadbolt will be up there in the way.
Oh, now, before we go, can you tell us a story about how you got pulled over on your way here?
Oh, yeah.
You used to have the picture?
Gail has that picture.
I got to show you that picture.
She can get it to you, and you can maybe post it on your site or something. But we were just tooling down 71 north of Cincinnati, north of 275. And I look in the rearview mirror, and I said, we're getting pulled over for some reason. And so we pulled over, and I opened the side door, and the policeman came up. He was very nice, but I said, is there something wrong? Did I do something? And he says, oh, there's all kinds of wrong here. Let me just tell you. And he proceeded to tell us that we had to have the bus a different color, and we have to take the stop sign off or paint it. We have to paint the lights so that they can't be used, the flashing school lights.
So pretty much he was saying that you can impersonate.
Yes, he told me. I said, he asked me if I knew why he pulled me over, and I said, I don't have a clue. And he said, I pulled you over for impersonating a school bus. Yes. But he was very nice. He told us, things we needed to change. I even explained to him that the Bureau of Motor Vehicle never mentioned it, and I told them it was a school bus.
Right, and they gave you insurance on it. Right, and they insured it as an RV.
Yeah, and they insured it as an RV. They listed it as an RV on the title. And then they asked me what color it was, and I said, well, it's a school bus. It's yellow. And they never said I had to
Never said a word about changing it up.
And I told the police officer that, and he said that they don't know. He said I wouldn't have known had I not been researching it because I was thinking about buying one myself.
At least he was nice about it.
He was.
All right, one last thing. This is an air fryer here.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you like the air fryer? You end up using it a lot?
I use it. It's simple. You can turn it on. You can go through and do manual French fries, pizza, wings, everything.
It really has that written on there?
Yes, it has that all written on there.
Oh, look at that. You're right. Pizza, wings, chicken, steak, fish, shrimp.
And it'll do it, and it's pretty accurate.
They've done their best to try to make it idiot-proof, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. And then you just touch it again to start it.
Right.
And touch it again to turn it on.
Oh, there you go.
But, I like it. It fit the spot I wanted it in, but now I'm probably going to lower this, so it really won't matter. And I'm probably going to make it come out a little. Or I really want to have some extra counter space that either pulls out this way or
like it hinges out and then locks, like a little support.
Yeah, and I was thinking about doing something that did that right here.
Right, yeah.
And then putting little shelves in because I could put a lot of canned food right there.
All right. So are we agreeing to another interview at this time next year so we can see what other stuff you've done?
Sure, because we definitely are going to have the outside taken care
Oh,
of.
yeah. In order for, well, at least we'll see a difference in the outside if nothing else. By
I
then.
don't know if anything inside will look different by then because, like I said, I'm in the middle of moving and all that. So,
All right.
we'll see what we can get done.
All right. Well, thank you. Awesome.
Thank you.